Today's topic of discussion: gear. So the camera industry has been consumerized, just like any electronics industry. Every year a new camera comes out or a new lens comes out with a slight change that makes it slightly better. And of course it's marketed well to make you think, oh, I need that piece of gear and that's going to make my work better. The thing is when you get to a point where you're doing this for a career, your camera gear just becomes an investment. You're looking at return on investment once you start making money from your work. So what you learn along your journey of becoming a professional is that there's only a handful of features that you need in a camera or a lens to do your job. And a lot of that marketing and a lot of these extra features that keep getting added to products every year are kind of obsolete in that they just won't get used by the working professional photographer. And we all have different things that we need in a camera or a lens to achieve our work, our images for our clients. I have a high-speed camera where I shoot a lot of action and sport, so blackout-free shooting, speed, it's a fast camera. That's what I need for shooting action. Landscape photographers, they want megapixels. Any still life people, they all want high megapixel, big resolution. So there's all different needs for different genres. But the thing you learn as you go along that journey is that gear doesn't really matter until it does. So I encourage a lot of people who are starting out to, just invest in a camera you can afford that can do the job for a few years ahead. You don't need to be spending big money on gear. What you need to be doing is growing your skill set with the gear you have, and when you're ready and you hit the limitations of that gear, that's when you upgrade. Essentially, it's just a game of limitations when it comes to camera gear. As soon as the gear you have can't achieve something that you need to achieve to do your job or to get a certain type of images, that's when you need to look at upgrading it. I only ever upgrade gear when I hit a limitation and I feel this camera or this lens can't achieve the results that I need to achieve. The amount of full-time professional photographers that I meet who still shoot on cameras from years past, they still make a living because those cameras can achieve the result that they need for their standard of work. So unless your camera gear doesn't achieve what you're trying to do, you don't need to upgrade it. You don't need to buy new stuff. You don't need to spend the money. You need to keep growing your skill set, your client list, your business. And once you start making money out of your images, that's when you can start rolling money into gear. The other thing I highly encourage, because I've been down this road and made all these mistakes, so I think it's valid coming from me, using finance and credit cards and different things to buy camera gear, especially once it's your business, is never a good idea unless you have the work and the means to pay it off at your next job or as soon as possible. Because, like I say to a lot of young photographers starting out, is they think they need these super high-end expensive cameras. They go out and finance them, but then they don't make enough money from their work to pay back that finance, and it's just a vicious cycle, and you're starting on the back foot. You're going backwards from the start. So if you just practice your skills, get your skills up till you make more money that you can then reinvest into gear, it's a snowball effect, and your gear grows with your career and your skill set and your business, and everything just goes up and up and up. So next time you see a new piece of gear come out and you feel that gas syndrome tickling, gear acquisition syndrome, for those who aren't aware what that means, let the hobbyists have that and do that. They can have all the gear they want. They're not trying to make money. If you're trying to make money with this, put your money in the right places. Think about, do I really need that camera? Will it do something for me that the one I already have can't do? Or have I hit the limitations of the one I'm using? That's the question you should be asking yourself before you invest more into new gear. If the answer is yes, and you're hitting the limitations of the current gear you have, whether it's image quality wise, speed, anything, autofocus, you name it, video, then you should be looking at upgrading it. If the answer is no, and it perfectly serves your purpose and you're starting to make money with it, then just keep on going because it's doing a great job. We'll see you in the next video.